We're looking at Masters of the Universe Origins line here. We've got the Wind Raider vehicle. Gonna open it up, talk about it, see how it looks with our figure collection as well. So apparently this is a little bit bigger than the original, but I didn't get to have a lot of the original toys. But Assault Lander. It's going to come with a stand where we can kind of park it flying above our gray skull. It'll have wheels on the bottom, a grappling hook. Once again, some interesting artwork where we almost look like we have Leech here, which would be pretty awesome. There's Faker hiding out in there. And there's this kind of evil-looking Wind Raider right here. I don't know if they plan on doing that. That wasn't an original toy line, I don't think. Another wacky vehicle here that I don't quite recognize, not having the original toys. Here's another look at that Leech-looking kind of guy, almost. I guess he is a little different looking, but yeah, older comic sorceress on the box. Weirdly an old Stratos design as well, like from the comics. Not like the figure at all. But anyway, let's open it up. Pull that out. Some parts here. Kind of an instruction booklet if you need some help kind of figuring out the pieces where they go. Probably won't need that. Snip the pieces out of the package here. Some of the wing pieces. Here the vehicle is strapped in a bit. Locked into place with these plastic things. You gotta give them a turn. Pull them out. Free now. Oh geez, the grappling hooks come out. Just funny old vehicle toys like this. Just pretty much selling you a seat or like a little boat, and you're just kind of up to your imagination to make it fly through the air. We got some wing pieces you can put in. This looks like the back fin kind of goes the bottom and the top here to get into place. Kind of get a little rotor action in the back there if you want. Two wings, looks like. The wings seem like they're pretty reversible. There's not much difference on each side. So I think maybe this side has no little plastic thing, and these kind of have a little bit of a kind of plastic circle there, so we'll try to put those down. But if you're flying through the air, playing with it, you'll still see them. Just kind of push those in these holes here. Grips the wing in place, and then of course it's got rotation there if you're kind of playing around with it too, you know, flaps down for the landing if you know your aviation. And you did see at the bottom here it has the wheels just if you were gonna roll it along. Very quiet, which is nice. Land Shark's pretty loud. So then the function here will be this grappling hook. It doesn't well, no, it does have a shoot out button here. No, doesn't it? Does it? No? Oh, you got a lock in place, so it does shoot out. That's pretty cool. So it's a missile that you're less likely to lose because it's on the rope, and then it's kind of a multi-purpose as well, that it's the grappling hook. Kind of hook the target there. The function is this will actually wind it back to you. Doesn't do too well for getting it back into place. It doesn't really pull anything toward it, just starts clicking if there's any interference. It just wants by itself to pull up. I thought maybe you could wheel something in, but it just starts clicking in resistance. A little strange there, but I do like that it shoots like a missile, but since it's on a cord, you can wind it up, but it will still shoot the rope out. I think this is letting go of the rope tightness after you wind it up, so that it'll release the rope and shoot that. So, see, it's just kind of wound up in there. You want to get this kind of lined up just for the kind of look of it, facing forward there. Yeah, it's a nice, you know, you're not going to lose the missile because it's on the rope and it's kind of like a winch kind of thing. I can kind of do the helicopter style pickup, kind of flying along, somebody's just on the hook maybe, like a rescue. Fun little addition there. So there, just for some size, we do have the Sky Sled that's supposed to be an individual vehicle, but the Wind Raider is basically a one-person as well, which I did wish it was at least a two-person vehicle. They did make it bigger, but they didn't make it big enough to have two figures sitting in it. In the TV show, I think it was even a four-seater, or at least they would have Cringer maybe in the back, but so I wish they would have just kind of made it kind of in a way that it would have held at least 2 figures. As of right now, we can only seat 1 figure down in, and then they can, you know, if you want to go through the trouble of having them hold the controls as well. He-Man just kind of a, you know, he's kind of a one hand on the wheel kind of guy, you know, just kind of, yeah, I got it, I can fly this thing, and it, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. But definitely would have been nice if it could have 2 figures sitting in there. I think they could have made it bigger. So this is pretty much the toy end of things, and then we have the parts here that are more for collectors like me that are going to display it. This is like the display stand kind of pieces here. So, oh my gosh, Prince Adam has gone down. All the stands so far, like on the Sky Sled, have been really awesome. They're really solid. I think this will probably be just as good. Here we have kind of has some rock-like Grayskull style color. You got a little, so that like the Wind Raider logo with kind of the skull and wings and swords. Sure, we got a little pewter. Pewter, show me the best way to go to, you know, the Eternian Swamp, something. So let's see if we can put all this business together here. I believe that just goes into the base. We got the pewter spot here, just goes down in, nothing super complicated, just clicks into place. The stand, not too high off the ground, but it'll be very stable on this then. We just have the peg that will go in here, stand it up, straight down on it. We got a flying Wind Raider that's adjustable. We can aim it kind of down so you can see the figure in it more. See how many clicks. This one's taking a nosedive at this angle, but about here it's tilted down enough you'll be able to see the figure in it more than if it's tilted up you're not seeing the figure so much. You got the camera kind of at low angle, but here if you want like a takeoff kind of thing, He-Man, oh yeah, I'm taking off. Yeah, the stands have been awesome so far, just the way, just a bonus here, not something that would have came in the 80s, a stand for your 80s like spaceship toy. Never would have been a thing, but since this is partially a collector's kind of thing, just because most of the people buying this will be people that had or watched the cartoons and things before. Now me, I never got to have any of the He-Man stuff, so all this is like so directly based off of that original line. It's kind of like I'm getting to finally have it after all this time. But this is definitely enhanced, bigger size. He-Man kind of looked a little dorky in the original one from the pictures I've seen because it's so small. This one's a lot bigger. But again, I wish it would have maybe been a 2-seat vehicle if they were going to go through the trouble of making it a bigger design. So now it's very big and it's just one person versus, you know, maybe I could have just had another Sky Sled. I mean, it's a one-seater as well. So what's exactly the function of this other than we have the grappling hook missile and the wings and stuff. I mean, of course, the appearance is from the cartoons, and it's an old toy from the original line, but it'll look cool just for the look. But again, I was kind of going by the, you know, this is definitely a good guy ship, so we got the Wind Raider kind of switched to the bad guy look, so they have a vehicle just to kind of keep things even on the sides, you know, kind of have the bad guy side, good guy side. But unless we get a bad guy Wind Raider, which I probably wouldn't really get because I'm basing my collection more off the cartoon, and I think this is the only one that really would be in the cartoon a lot. I don't remember seeing a bad guy Wind Raider specifically, but bad guys in the cartoon did use Sky Sleds, so these might be the same hookup at the bottom too. I think maybe the Wind Raider one's a little bigger, so I don't think you're going to do swapping of stands. Plus, you know, obviously this one's bigger to accommodate the bigger size of the Wind Raider versus the smaller Sky Sled. But all the stands, even on Orko, the stands for him are really good. So far all the stands, super high quality, not getting loose, they're very solid. Comes with all the stickers put on perfectly, you know, I mean, probably better than I could have done. Normally you'd be putting these on. Usually I don't like stickers, but I mean, if these are put on, they'll probably be pretty good. Wouldn't let your kids take them into the bath or swimming pool or something like that to play, because you're going to lose these little details here. But still some paint apps and things here. Yeah, all the different detail and stuff on the wings and everything. Here there's a sticker, but got the jets in the back. But just for the imagination of kind of the flying ship, you know, it's just a very retro kind of old style vehicle toy that you would get. A little bit of a function, but most of the function is your imagination of making it fly through the air. So cool piece just to kind of represent the old line, to represent the cartoon. So this one qualified for me of getting a hold of it, and I want to put it in my collection. I think putting it on top of Grayskull, it's going to be a little too tall for the shelf that I have picked out. I have to get even more space. Maybe I'll have to find a different area to display my Masters of the Universe stuff, but tried to just put that kind of, maybe just on the stand on the ground, look like it's kind of flying along, and it'll look pretty nice in the old collection. So I open up all the Masters of the Universe stuff I get here, and all the other collectibles I collect, you know, and you never know what stuff you might want to check out for your own collection, or just stuff you'll never really get, you just want to check it out. See it, because you won't really be able to collect it yourself, doesn't fit your collection. So you want to get subscribed just to see all the crazy stuff I collect and show here. New toys and old. So either way, I'll see you in the next video. Time to raid some wind. Wait a minute, that don't make no sense, does it? What's the Wind Raider?